All right, who is ready for a gun control vomit fest? Because we've got one coming your way. We've got JB Pritzker signing unconstitutional orders. We've got Kamala Harris offering up a word salad special. This is going to be one you guys are going to want to see. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear the comments on this one because this could be gold. Now, of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We have got some freedom to dispense twice daily, and I look forward to that, to hearing you guys' comments once again. But all right, my brothers and sisters, we've got to talk about a violation of the PLCAA, or basically, in layman's terms, the marketing assault that the gun controllers are doing across the board against gun companies, manufacturers, because you know they're evil and everything's their fault. In fact, if they could just be sued out of existence, it would solve all the problems, right? Yeah. First, let's start with JB Pritzker because he just signed something into law in Illinois we've been talking about, and then we're going to follow up with Kamala Harris. And oh, the goodness in here with the media and the way they cover this. Check this out.
Surrounded by a sea of 2,000 gun safety advocates, Governor J.B. Pritzker signs the Firearm Industry Responsibility Act into law, aiming to hold the gun industry accountable for unlawful sales and unsafe marketing practices towards children.
Gun manufacturers shouldn't get to hide from the law, and now they won't be able to.
This comes after the Illinois Supreme Court found the statewide ban on assault weapons constitutional just yesterday.
We've had enough, and we wanted action, and together we got it done.
Founded 10 years ago, the group Moms Demand Action, with 10 million members nationwide, grows by the day.
I put that last part in there so you can hear something really interesting. Remember, 10 million members and grows by the day. We're going to come back to that in 1 second. But J.B. Pritzker has decided that it's the marketing, it's the gun dealers, it's the gun industry that's the problem, not criminals, not any type of illicit activity. No. It's the manufacturers who create it. So we're going to get into that a lot. But I want to show you what Kamala Harris said as well, because after all, at an Everytown for a gun safety event, you've got to have an original signing on stage for a gun infringement against marketing for these companies, and you must have a side Kamala salad with word salad as a special. All right, let's get into this. And remember that thing I told you to remember with the whole Moms Demand Action, 10 million members growing by the day? Yeah, that was filmed the day before this one. Check this out.
The third time in a month, Vice President Kamala Harris visits Chicago. This time, she speaks before two gun violence prevention groups that are growing by the day: Moms Demand Action and Students Demand Action. Moms Demand Action! It's a group that began 10 years ago. Moms Demand Action has grown to 10 million members nationwide.
10 million members nationwide, and it's growing by the day. Two different reporters, same exact station, same Everytown for Gun Safety conference. I wonder if they were handed a cheat sheet. Anyway, let's get to Kamala Harris. I just wanted to point that out because I thought that was fantastic. But let's get to the vice president.
Those in the red shirts have the full support of the Biden administration.
You put the pressure on the system so that the system has to hear the voices and respond in some way.
Vice President Kamala Harris credits their activism in signing historic gun reform legislation. Harris was the keynote speaker of the Everytown for Gun Safety conference at McCormick Place. It also included Students Demand Action.
Wow, they're on point with their branding, aren't they? Anyway, just want to throw that out. That's just ABC doing ABC things. But how about that for a word salad? You raised voices and you made noise and you made it at the system, and the system had to respond to that noise. This is the Vice President of the United States. But of course, she's talking about gun control, and she's crediting the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act as Mom Demand Action victory at a Everytown for Gun Safety, which bought Mom's Demand Action or absorbed it. All right. This is like gun controllers on parade. This is like their little fest. But let's continue with the vice president, and we'll kind of tie everything that happened at this conference together.
Action.
How do you see my generation playing a role in this movement?
We are counting on you. We need you. You are critical to this issue. You are everything.
You are everything. Yes, Queen. Slay. How about one more?
Generation starts to vote in your numbers. I see this changing completely.
So I just want to throw something out there. Do you notice how they consistently go with extremely vague answers, extremely vague descriptions? When you start voting, this turns around instantly. What does? Reduction of crime? More suing of manufacturers? The reduction in gun violence, the epidemic, which is, by the way, is already going down without massive gun control. What are you talking about? The governor Pritzker here, when he signed this issue, well, the gun companies shouldn't be above the law. They're not. Just like car companies aren't going to get sued if you speed. Kind of the same concept. In fact, all of this is a moot point because it's at the federal level illegal through something called the PLCAA, the Protection of Lawful Commerce and Arms Act. It was written by the SVP of NSSF. He had a big hand in it, which is why you see them going after it so hard on a state level. This is unconstitutional. It's a written law. Now, they're trying to put it into the state level so that they can get more money out of gun dealers and push them out of business utilizing the marketing and legal system against the gun owners and gun shops and manufacturers in those cities and towns. This is weaponization of the legal system. That's what he just signed at an Every Town for Gun Safety event, again, with a side of a Kamala Harris word salad. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.